Welcome to Prof. Neil. Greetings of the day to you all. Last time we discussed why and how the motivation theory fails. Today we discuss inspiration and how do we inspire someone. Very obvious inspirations, we need role models. Now, a role model means that who can be a role model? Generically speaking, in my mind, there's one particular person, one particular breed of people who can be role models. The Indian Army officer. Why? Because he leads from the front. He never allows his men to go in before him. He always leads from the front. And his men follow him regardless of the consequences to their life. Because their Saab is leading them. They'll follow him to hell and back. So this is a generic role model. But who can be a specific role model? It can be anybody who pursues excellence. Can be a role model. It can be your maid in the house, in your house where you work. It can be the person who makes tea in the office where you work. It can be the office assistant in the college or office where the college or institution where you study. Anybody and everybody who's pursuing excellence is a role model, is an inspiration. Uh, so who can be a role model for everybody at one point of time? One man, revered, venerated, and admired as the greatest inspiration mankind can ever have. Who else but my fellow countryman, Mahatma Gandhi? He not only inspired Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King Jr., but he inspired countless of freedom fighters of India and over the world. In India, he is known as the father of the nation because he led the freedom fight, and around him, he was like the sun of the universe of the freedom fighters, and around him were all the planets, other freedom fighters. He was a hub. Without him, there would be no freedom today. And almost 70 years after his demise, we still regard him to be a great inspirational figure. Now, how did he inspire? He inspired not by pontification or preaching. He inspired by doing, as simple as that. What he wanted to do, wanted his people to achieve, he did it first himself. He led by example. And imagine the power of the man. Ahimsa, non-violence, unheard of. How do you fight the British? The greatest colonial power, the people who had conquered the entire world. But he brought them to their knees, humbled them to their knees with his twin strategy of ahimsa, non-violence, and satyagraha, non-cooperation. He said, don't hate your enemy. He says, love your enemy. Kill him with love. And if that man who held no official position in the Congress then, he was just an ordinary worker, if he went on a fast to death in eastern part of India, in a distant village called Noakhali, on the outskirts of Calcutta today, if he went on a fast to death, if he went on a fast to death to stop communal hatred between the Hindus and the Muslims, they just came and the violence ended maybe in a few hours, and all the weapons were thrown at his feet, and violence just finished. Hatred disappeared, dissipated, and love took over. Such was the man. And when it happened, in a world devoid of social media, mind you, a radio, intermittent, not even like today, not even like the 60s and 70s. Was there a radio service? No. Newspapers? No. Not like today. And mainly no telephones. Telephones are there, but when you know how landlines are, if today also landlines are like this, imagine in 1940s and 1930s. No mobile phones, that means no WhatsApp, No social media, no internet, meaning no Facebook, no Messenger, no Insta, no Telegram, nothing. How did this happen? He fasted there in some other place in some other distant part of India. He did something in South India, in a place called Madurai, and in the north in Afghanistan, present day Afghanistan. It affected them. They started the same thing. How it happened. Think about how it happened. Such was the inspiration. So he is one person whom we can regard as the greatest inspirational figure, Mahatma Gandhi. Next time we meet again with role models from the area of sports and arts. So keep perspiring till we meet again, because without perspiring there is no inspiring, because success is 99% perspiration and only 1% inspiration. So keep perspiring, keep inspiring. Thank you. Let's meet again next time. Bye bye. Thank you.